Hi guys, Mike here at MH Tutorials. Welcome back to another modeling tutorial. Okay, so guys, today we're going to do a request, and this request was, can you model a grand piano? Okay, so I'm going to load a couple of reference images, not necessarily to follow them to the letter, but just to have something to act as a reference. Okay, so I'm going to go to my panel view. I'm going to go to my top view, click on view, image plane, import image, go to my desktop, and here I found a couple of things we can work with. We're going to take this guy, I'm going to hit R, scale that out, that's going to be our top, okay? And we're going to need one additional one for the keyboard. So, image plane, import image, and let's see, there we go. All right. Now I'm just going to move this guy back a little bit. There we go. And then take them both and move them down a little. All right. Now we're going to start with the keyboard. Now it's important when you're modeling something like this to keep in mind, that if you want to animate the keys, you need to model them separately. Okay. So instead of creating a big white square under here, we're going to create individual keys. So we're going to start with a polygon cube. Give that some height. Let's switch to our top view, hit F to zoom in, move that towards our keyboard, to the left key, hit F to zoom in again. We're going to turn on our X-ray box here, and let's start by aligning that key in the top left corner, like so. And then we're going to right click, go to vertex, drag select these vertices, pull that over. Okay, so that would be our initial key, but we still need to do some work on it. So we're going to hit R. We're going to, right click object mode first. We're going to hit R. We're going to push that in. And then we're going to go underneath, right click face, select that face, go to edit mesh and extrude. And we're going to hit R and we're going to pull that in. And then we're going to hit W and we're going to push that back like that. All right. Then we're going to hit G to repeat and W to pull down, which will give us this. Okay. Now it's a bit square, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool, Option Box. Make sure you have your normal setting going on there. And we're going to add some edges to hold that shape. So we'll do one at the end here, one there, one up here, and one there. And we'll do one here, and maybe one down here. Hit Q on your keyboard, right click object mode, hit 3 to smooth that out. And that is not bad. Let's see how the back end looks. Okay, nice. Okay, so that's our first key. Now, as you can see, we need to copy that over quite a few times. So we're going to select it, Control D to copy, W to move it over. Okay, hit F to zoom in. Make sure we have a nice fit. There we go. And then we're going to hit Shift D all the way over, just to copy all these white keys. Hit F to zoom in. Now, as you can see, it's pretty close, but not 100% exact. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to select all of them, go to Mesh and Combine, Modify, Center Pivot, hold down your D key, D for Delta, so we can move our pivot point over to that end. F to zoom in to make sure that we are where we need to be. So hold down D key. There we go. And now we can hit R on our keyboard and kind of get that to the right dimension that we need. Now, if this thing is not sticking out enough, you can hit the plus on your keyboard. And then once you move in, you'll still be able to reach it. But it looks like we're good. Okay. Now, what's important here is that you have this slight spacing in between. You can see through the gaps, if you will, which is important. Okay. Now, for our black keys, create another polygon cube, pull that up. Once again, go to our top view, hit F to zoom in. We're going to hit minus on our keyboard to bring our controls back in. And then we're going to move to our first black key on the left, F to zoom in. Let's adjust it from that end. Right click vertex, drag click these two, bring them in as well. And from this angle, we're good. Okay. We're going to go to Edit Mesh, Insert Edge Loop Tool. Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool. And we're going to do one edge just about here, for the reason that we can now go in, right click vertex, take these two vertices, hit W and pull them down to about that. Okay. Right click object mode. And if we then bring it in, let's see. Yeah. Maybe we'll bring it in a bit more. And then take these two vertices and bring them back up a little bit. So 1 and 2. Oops. Bring that back up a little. Okay. Right click object mode. Bring the whole key up. As you can see, it's a bit high. So right click vertex. Drag click the bottom and bring that up a little. And then we're going to go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loops. And we're going to add some edge loops to maintain that shape. So we'll do one here, one there, one there, and we'll do one there and there. Q on your keyboard, right click object mode, hit 3. Okay, cool. All right, so let's move that guy down. That's about right. Let's check from the bottom here. That's okay. We're going to go back to this shoe here. We're going to hit Control D to duplicate it. Let's move it over here. Get it into position. Control D once again. Move that one there. Take these two. Control D. Move that over there. And they are good. And then hit Shift D to copy them all the way down. So we've got all sets of 2 keys. Now we're going to take these two, hit Control D, move them over here. Just take that one, Control D, move it over here, and then take 1, 2, and 3, Control D to duplicate, move it over to this area right here, and then hit Shift D to copy these sets over. All right. and that gives us our keyboard. All right. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to drag select our keyboard, mesh combine for now, and we will change that because we want them to be able to be animated. We're going to go to modify center pivot, hit E to rotate, and let's see if I got my proper handle. Yeah, looks like. Now we can take this guy and get rid of it. Now let's align our keyboard with our keyboard down here. And what we'll do is we'll take our main image, scale it up quite a bit, and we'll take this guy and turn off our X-ray. Where is that thing? There it is. Okay. So that's our keyboard. So we're going to move that over here, and let's start to scale that to size. So hit R. Okay. Now, as you can see, if we want to have these properties, then this guy will increase in size. So it looks like the length of our keys need to be adjusted. Okay, so here's our keyboard. We're going to bring that over. Let's bring that in. Scale it down until they fit between the top and the bottom. Then we're going to hold down the D key. Bring our pivot point over there. And we're going to hold the R key and we're going to stretch them out. Okay, so now we are in scale with our piano. All right, now let's focus on the top section here. For that, we'll take another polygon cube and we're just going to give that some height, not too much. Hit W and bring that in. And then we're going to push that up. And let's get it in line with this corner over here. Right click vertex, take these two, bring them over to that end, hit F to zoom in. That's a bit hard to see, but that would be about here. We're going to right click on our vertex, drag click these two, bring that in. And then we're going to hit F, zoom in, and we're going to right click face, select that face, and go to edit mesh and extrude under face. Hit W, pull that out. And now from this view, what we're going to do is we're going to pull that out to roughly equal sections, and we're going to align it from this top line here. So hit G to repeat, W to pull out, G to repeat, W to pull out, G, W, G, W, and G, W. Actually, we'll not do the last one. We'll tweak that with the vertices, okay? All right, so now that we got that, we're gonna turn on our X-ray, and we're gonna right-click, go to vertex, and we're gonna start to move these up. What I'll do is I'll just turn off my grid line here so I can see it a bit better, okay? So we're gonna bring that in, bring that in, bring that in, okay? And like I said, we have some tweaking to do, but that's fine. We're going to go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool, Option Box, Multiple Edge Loops. Let's do 8. We're going to add them from this angle and hit Q on our keyboard. Excuse me. And then we're going to go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool, Option Box, and we'll do 2 and add 2 in each section here. All right, cool. Hit Q on your keyboard. And now let's start to tweak these. All right, so right click vertex, hit W, and try to create a flow line. Okay, we'll move up to this corner here, take that one, bring that in, that one a little bit, and then we'll take these and we'll start to bring them out. And I'm just focusing on the from top to bottom here. Okay, that gives us that initial shape. All right, now we want to hold that shape, so we're going to go to Mesh Tools, Insert Tool, Option Box. We're still on 2. Add 2 here. Hit R on your keyboard and stretch them out to pull them to the top and bottom. Right click Object Mode, hit 3 on your keyboard, and we have a nice initial shape. Okay, now we're going to need this twice, one for the bottom, one for the lid. So hit Control D to duplicate, W to pull up, like that. And we will need to create the outer section. So we're going to move that out of the way. And let's see, what is the best way to approach that? What we can do is take this guy, and let's see if we can make this happen or not. Looks like we can just do that. Hit 1 on our keyboard. Actually, sorry, hit 3 on our keyboard. Right click face. And we pretty much selected that entire row. And let's see if that will work for us or not. Okay, so we've got that selected. We're going to go to Edit Mesh, Extrude, hit W and pull that up. And that doesn't look too good. Let's hit 1. No, we're not going to do that. Let's go back. Okay, we're going to do it in a different way. We're going to do it the harder way, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to create a polygon cube, drag that out, pull that up, move that in. I have to zoom in. Now we'll hit 4 so we can kind of see what's going on here. And we're going to align that with the top here. All right. And then what we'll do is we'll move in here, right click face, select that, edit mesh, extrude, hit W, pull that out. And then we're going to go back here, G to repeat, W to pull out, G to repeat, W to pull out, and down, G to repeat, W to pull out, and down, and rotate, and just pull that up. G to repeat, W to pull down, and rotate. G to repeat, W to pull down, and rotate. G to repeat, W to pull down, GW, GW, once again, once again, and rotate a little bit. GW, and rotate a little bit. GW once again. And rotate a little bit. GW. And I'm aware of the fact that this is a bit tedious, but it is what it is. GW. 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 Looks like I need to. Yeah, it's pretty close. Okay. GW. There we go. And then we just need to add one section here, right click face, edit mesh, extrude, hit W and bring that out. And this guy needs to come out just a bit. Okay, so that's that. Right click object mode. We will need to smooth this out. Let's see what happens. Okay, you can see that we need to add some edge loops here to hold that shape. And actually what we'll do here is, Actually, the question is, do we need to do that? Yeah, we will. Okay. So I'm going to right click at a vertex, drag select these, and go to mesh, edit mesh, merge components. We will go to mesh tools, insert edge loop tool, single, and let's add some edge loops, top and bottom. And we'll do one here, and we'll do one here. Let's see what we got. Right click object mode, hit Q on your keyboard, hit 3. Not quite there yet. We need to, let's see, do we need to do this? Yeah, we need to get into that corner over here. Insert edge loop tool right there. And right there. And from this angle, that looks all good. We'll do one here. Q on a keyboard, right click object mode. That is not bad. Okay. This guy smooth out, hopefully. Yeah, it is. So we need to tweak that just a little. Right click vertex, hit 1. Let's do that from our top view. So just some cosmetic issues here. Okay, we're going to take this guy, right click object mode. Let's bring that down. There we go. We'll take our lid, bring that in. Check from our top to make sure that they are aligned. We'll do 5 for shaded mode so we can see it slightly better. Have to zoom in, bring that down, select all of these guys and hit 3. Okay. And let's see, before we do that, we're going to add edge loop. Q on our keyboard, object mode 3 to smooth that out. That looks a little bit better. Okay, we're going to raise the lid a little bit. The lid a little bit, yep. Okay, we're going to go to our top view. We're going to hold down the D key. We're going to bring our pivot point over here and to that edge right there. And then we can bring it down first. Make sure it's sitting where it's supposed to sit. And then we can hit E and we can open it. All right, cool. Now we're going to add some sections at the end here. So for that, we're going to create another polygon cube. I'm going to pull that up. We're going to pull that in. I have to zoom in. So right click vertex, drag select the bottom vertices and bring that up. Right click object mode, move that out like so. Right click vertex, drag select these and bring that in. And actually that is sticking out from our keyboards quite a bit, so that is quite normal. We're going to hit 4 for wireframe mode. We're going to select these vertices and we're going to bring that in. Let's just check from our perspective view. All right, maybe a bit more. That looks a bit more realistic. Okay. And then we're going to go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool, Multiple. Let's do 5. Add them right here. I'd have to zoom in. Right click Vertex. And let's start to bring these vertices down. Like that. Okay. Go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool, and add some. Kind of knew that was going to happen. Option box, single setting. Push one up there, one down there, one here, and one here. Q on the keyboard, right click object mode, hit 3. Yeah, it's nice. We're going to take that, hit Control D to duplicate it, hit W and move it over to that end. Okay. Then we are going to create a polygon cube. Give that some height, just a little. And we're going to move that underneath our keyboard. So from this view here, hit 4 for wireframe mode. It's very hard to see. These are our keys. Let's choose a different angle. Okay, so these are our keys. That would be a good height. Right click edge, double click on that edge and bring that up. And make that nice and I didn't have the entire edge. I'm sorry. Okay. And now we're going to right click object mode, take this and our keys, and we're going to bring that up until that is aligned. So 5. Looks like I didn't select that thing correctly. Right click object mode. We're going to bring that up. There we go. All right, now we're going to take this guy and move that over. And from our top view, hit 5 or turn off our X-ray. Turn off our, come on. That is our X-ray, right? Yeah. Right click vertex, click those. Let's see what we got. Okay, so now we need to bring it in, but that end looks okay. That end looks okay. It's still a little bit thick, but we do need to bring the front in. So we'll take these two edges and we'll bring that into here. And we'll take this face, just push that in slightly. And that one seems to be okay, but the entire lower edge needs to come up just a little. Okay, good on that. Next, we are going to create another polygon cube. Drag that out, pull that up. Push that down, bring it in, pull it up. And actually by now, we'll take a reference image and get rid of it. It's kind of getting in our way. Okay. So bring that out, bring that up. Let's see, what is our best angle here? I'm just going to move that under here. Yeah, it's cool. Then we're going to right click our vertex, take these vertices and bring them over until they are, let's see, that's pretty much the only angle I have to do this. So what I'll do is I'll hit Alt B to change my background color so I can see it just a bit better. I'll bring that over. Let's see what we got. Okay, I want that to align there. And here I want the same. That's okay. Cool. Okay, so now that we got all of that stuff, right? We need to have some hinges. So we'll take a polygon cylinder, hit E, rotate that. Excuse me. We're going to push that in. Have to zoom in, raise that up, pull that out a little bit, and scale that in. And we'll hit W, we'll move one over here. Control D, we'll move one over here. That should be enough. And then we need to actually have one of these. Control D to duplicate. I have to zoom in. That's all right. We're going to create another polygon cube. Pull that up, bring that in. Have to zoom in. Let's bring that towards our hinge. Once again, have to zoom in. We're going to hit R. We're going to push that in. Let's hit R and make that nice and thin. And then we're going to take the top here, right click vertex, take those, hit W and move them in there and down just a little. And then we'll take hit 4 for wireframe mode, take these, hit 5 and go up. Pull that out somewhat. And we're going to hit R and we're going to push that in to make that thinner. And let's push it in from this point as well. And maybe all of this stuff up here is a bit big, so we'll just push that in. Right click vertex, take those. A little bit more finesse, if you will. Okay. All right, so what's next? We are going to create some legs for our piano. Okay. Now, for that, I'm going to load a reference image. So I'm going to go to View, Image Plane, Import Image. Let's see what we got. Piano. Yeah, we'll use that. Okay, so that's our model. So how is that structured? Okay, that gives me a pretty good idea. All right. So let's go to our perspective view. Shouldn't have loaded that in that view actually. Just get rid of that. I'll do that in my front view. View, image plane, import image, and piano. There we go. All right. I'll hit R, I'll scale that up so we can look at it from this view. I'll hit W, push it back out of our way. So I got something to look at. So we're going to start with a normal square cube. We're going to raise that up and we're going to make sure it's square. So do 5 by 5 and height, that's fine. All right. We're going to right click face, select that, go to edit mesh, extrude, hit R, scale that in, G to repeat, W to pull up, and we'll pull that up. Okay. And we'll kind of need to figure out how high, obviously, but we'll start with something like that. And then we'll hit G to repeat, R, and we're going to scale out, but we're mainly going to scale out in this area. G to repeat, W to pull up, which gives us that. G to repeat, R to scale out, and mainly in that direction. G to repeat, W to scale up. All right, let's see how that works for us and whether that is high enough. We got wheels underneath there, so we need to deal with that. Let's see if it's suitable for soft selection. So hit 3, hit 1 to go back. Let's add some edge loops. Insert edge loop tool. We'll do one there, one there, one there, and one there. And we'll do there and there, one there. Hit Q on our keyboard, right click object mode, and hit 3. That looks much, much better. All right, now let's see if we can get these under our piano. Move them over, move them down, F to zoom in, E to rotate. Okay, W to raise. And from a proportion point of view, we have no idea yet whether we're good or not, but we'll figure that out. Let's kind of compare that with our model here. Let's see from this view. Okay, so if this is our whole deal and we bring that down, and the bottom of our piano is there, so we definitely need to bring this guy up a little bit. So right click vertex, take these, bring it up to about there. All right, so we got that. Right click object mode, Control D to duplicate, move that over, hit F to zoom in, bring that in just a little. Okay, we're going to take one, hit Control D, bring that back, move that over and hit E to rotate it. Hit W, and we'll do that there. And are they forward enough is the question. Yeah, it looks like they do need to come up a little bit. So, yeah, cool. Okay, now let's see if we can figure out what's going on with these wheels. All right. Okay, so we got two cylinders. So I'm just going to create one. Have to zoom in. Let's give that a little bit more subdivision. Let's do 30. Control D to duplicate. That didn't take, so let's try that again. Have to zoom in. So here are our two wheels, and now we need to create a bracket for that. So what we'll do is we'll take a polygon cube, pull that up, move it over these guys, and from our top view, let's kind of make sure that that is covering everything we need. And we're going to want to make make that pretty much square. Okay, then go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool, Option Box, Multiple, 2 edge loops. Hit R to scale them out. Q on your keyboard. Right click face. Select these 2 faces. Edit mesh, extrude. Hit W, pull that down. And now we can go to object mode and kind of scale that back in like so. We're going to hit W, we're going to bring that down. We're going to right click at a vertex. Looks like I got all of them. We're going to hit R. We're going to bring that in like so. Hit W to push that down somewhat. And we don't necessarily have to make that as fancy as the originals, but it has to at least resemble wheels, right? Object mode, hit 3. That is not bad. I like that. These will probably look a little bit different. Yeah, so I'm not going to do that. Hit 1. Go to Edit Mesh or Mesh Tools. Insert Edge Loop Tool. Add 2 there. Hit R, pull them out to the edge. G to repeat. 2 there. R to pull them out to the edge. Q on the keyboard. Right click Object Mode. All right. We're going to put 1 cylinder through there. Come on. There we go. W, bring that in. Let's check it from this view right here for wireframe mode. That would, come on. Be about there. Let's see if that works. Okay, we're going to bring that out. Stretch it out a little. And then let's check that from this view. Although there's a lot of stuff going on in front of it, that's fine. I think this will be good. Just a bit more. All right. We're going to select all that stuff. Let's see. Before I do mesh combine, I need to add some edge loops to my axle. So single, add 1 in there, 1 in there, hit Q on our keyboard, right click object mode, drag select that stuff, mesh combine, and now I can hit 1 and 3. There we go. Okay, let's get them into position. Modify center pivot, and while I'm at it, edit, delete by type, history. Okay, take my wheel, move that in, move that down. I have to zoom in. R to scale down. Pull it up. Let's see if I got a good reference going on. Okay. Let's scale that up. bring it down. Control D to duplicate. So that one's in position. That one is let's just fix that for a sec. Delete that one, take that one, hit F to zoom in. All right, Control D to duplicate, pull that over, hit F to zoom in. And we need one on the back here. Control D, F to zoom in. All right, so we got all that stuff. Now, let's look at the front of the piano. What else have we got going on? Okay, so we got this front section here that we need to deal with. We got this on top. We got the interior, and we got this down here. So let's check the front of our piano. That looks pretty good, so we got that. And just checking my reference once again. Okay. So, all right, interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay. So, let's see what we're gonna do here. We're gonna start with the stuff in front. Now, I'm certainly not a piano expert. I don't even play piano, so let's see what we can do with this, all right? So we're gonna take a polygon cube, we're gonna drag that out, we're gonna pull that up, have to zoom in. Let's go to Mesh Tools, insert Edge Loop Tool, do one there and one there. Hit Q, right click Object Mode, hit 3. Oop, not yet. G to repeat. Put one in there. Put one in there. One there and one there. Hit Q, right click Object Mode. 3 on a keyboard, much better. Control D to duplicate. Pull that up. Have to zoom in. Bring it down just slightly. And Shift D to repeat that. So we got those 3. Let's quickly check our reference. Okay, and then we've got 2 verticals. Okay, which is perfect. Have to zoom in, right click face, edit mesh, extrude. I had my soft select on, I'm so sorry. Hit 1. Okay, what we'll do is we'll hit 3 and we'll create a polygon cube, pull that up, pull that in. Control D to duplicate. We'll do that. take them both, hit R, scale them in a bit. Take these guys, scale them in. I'll need to raise those in a sec, but that's fine. So let's see where we are with these pedals. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Have to zoom in. We'll take a polygon cube. We'll drag that out, pull that up. Go to Mesh Tools, insert Edge Loop tool. Right there. Q on our keyboard. Right click face. Edit mesh. Extrude. Hit R. Pull that out. Go to insert edge loop tool. Add an edge right there. Right click object mode. Hit 3. It's not bad. Take that. Hit W. Bring that in. And up. Control D to duplicate. Move that over, and Shift D to move it over once again. Let's see if they're kind of in the middle. It's actually not too bad. This guy will move here. This one will move here. And then these. That will be about it. Right click the whole thing. Mesh. Combine. As you can see, I need to tweak that. Insert edge loop tool. One up there. One up there. Hit Q. Right click object mode. Hit 3. I need to do one down here as well. 4 for wireframe mode. G to repeat. One down there. One down there. 5 for shaded mode. Object mode. Select all of it. Hit 3. That's better. Take all of that. Mesh. Combine. Apparently it already was combined. Modify center pivot. I have to zoom in. R to scale down. Okay, let's see where we're at. This will need to come back up, so hit R to scale. Let's stretch that out a little. Let's see what we have. Bring that in, bring that up. Push that back. Now height-wise, that's even lower than our wheels. Okay, so let's bring that down a good far end. Right-click vertex, take these, bring that way up. So now how far back do they need to go? They're pretty much level to the legs in the back. So we're gonna push them back to about there. And I think as far as time is concerned, that we need to wrap this up because it's going to take too long, okay? So what we'll do is we'll give this some color, but you will have a pretty good basis on how to deal with this, right? So what we'll do is we'll take our keyboard, and I'm just going to speed up a little bit, assign new material. We'll do a Fong E. We'll do white, and let's bring the reflectivity down to 0.15. Okay, then we will mesh separate as I promised. We'll take our black keys, right click, assign new material, Fong E, and we'll do black, and reflectivity we'll do 0.25. Then we'll take our entire piano, right click, assign new material, Fong E, black. Okay, we'll take our wheels, assign new material, MIA underscore X, material tab, presets, let's see, copper, replace. We'll take this midsection here, let me see, mesh separate, that one, that one, that one, and that one, come on. Assign existing material, the MIA material, just to be sure. New material, copper, replace, and then we can take all of these and hit 3 again. So they should all be good. Let's see, what else we got? We got a hinge floating in the air for some reason. So we're going to bring that guy down. We'll do the same MIA material. That guy, we'll do assign new material. Fong E. And we'll do black. So I'm just going to do a quick trial run here. I'll just throw on some lights so we can see what's going on. And then hit 7 on our keyboard. Okay. So the copper on the wheels looks good. Our pedals look good. We got hinges over here that we need to deal with. We are absolutely not going to see them in the render, but still. Assign new material, MIA underscore X, material tab, presets, copper, and replace. Okay. Now, what I think is really too bad is that we didn't have time to do the interior. Let's see what we can do here. Um, Let me see. Right click, assign new material. We'll do a Lambert, checkered box. We'll do a file. Go to my desktop. I think I have a file here. Yeah, let's see how that looks. Hit our checkered ball here. Let's go to create UVs, planar mapping, edit UVs, UV texture editor. That's not bad. Now, because we took the entire object, we'll have to take these edges that they still seem to be okay, which is good. All right, so let's set up some quick lighting. So let's get rid of this guy. Actually, he can stay. We'll create a plane. We'll scale the heck out of it. We're going to go to this view here. We're going to bring our ground plane down to wheel level. Right click, assign new material, Fong E. We'll do white. Still a shame that we can't do the interior. Let's just give me 1 sec, guys. I'll quickly create something that we at least don't have the idea that the thing is completely empty. I have to zoom in. Where am I at? Let's give it some thickness. Right click vertex, take these. Push that out. Over there. All right. And we'll go to object mode. Assign new material. Lambert. Checkered box. File. And I got a file called Lightwood, just to give it some contrast. Okay. So we'll do something like this for the render shot. So let's set up our PR. There we go. Yeah, that's about nice. Okay. So view bookmark, edit bookmark. We'll call that new, apply and close. Let's go to our render settings. Mental ray, indirect lighting, image-based lighting, set up global illumination, and final gather. Quality tab 1.5 roughly. Common tab, we'll do HD 1080. We're going to go to our HDRI image. Let's see what I can do there. HDR, oops, wrong one. HDRI, Sky 17. We'll give that guy a try. I'm just going to hit 7 on my keyboard. Sorry. Yeah, 7 on my keyboard. There we go. Hopefully we have enough light going on. I'm just going to hit Control D to duplicate that light. Hopefully it's not freezing up on me. Thank God for that. Move that over, move that out, and move that down. And let's do 0.25 and go back to our bookmark. Bookmark new, there we go. Let's give this a render. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video and I'll be back when the render is done. Okay, see you in a sec. Well, there you go. Here's our final render. Sorry it took so long, and I apologize that I couldn't do everything. I wanted to do the interior as well, but that would probably be a 3-hour video. So this is it. Hopefully it's helpful. If you got any questions, as always, let me know. And thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.